If you feel completely lost right now, doing everything right, but nothing means anything, this is for you. I figured out these 7 things to find direction in 14 days because I was lost too. But it's not what you think. It's the one thing that nobody tells you about finding yourself when everything else feels pointless. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do first, trust me. Bro, let me describe this feeling because I lived it not only for months, but for years straight, and you'll know exactly if this is you. You wake up, do your routines, work maybe, gym maybe, scroll definitely, then you sleep, repeat, and everything underneath just feels completely empty and hollow. It's kind of like you're playing someone else's character and not even living your life. But why do you feel directionless despite doing all the right things? It's because motion and movement without meaning is just sophisticated drift. You can go to the gym 5 times a week just like I did and do your perfect reps, but then afterwards you look in the mirror and you feel nothing, no pride, just okay, did that, now what? Week 8, maybe you have a different body, but the deeper issue is that you don't even know why you wanted that change. For who did you want it and for what purpose? So what causes this lost feeling exactly? It's because you're disconnected from your authentic self, from what's inside. You're living a life that's imposed on you, maybe by your parents, your friends. And the funny thing is that maybe if your friends invite you to a group thing, now your anxiety rises. Not because you're shy, but because you don't even know who you are in groups anymore. You don't even know who you are in general. So you cancel the invite to hide from your anxiety. Then you start scrolling alone and you wonder, why am I like this? But the real question is, who even am I? Being alone on a Friday isn't even the real problem. Realizing that you don't even know who you are, that's real terror. Because maybe your career is wrong, but you can't really articulate why that is the case. Or your relationships just hit surface level because you don't even know what deep means for you. And you have these arbitrary gym goals because your favorite fitness influencer told you to have them. And I lived it, so I know what makes it all worse. On Sunday, you optimize because you know that you want to do the right things, and it's logical. So you take your productivity system from Andrew Huberman because he just dropped one that seems amazing. You have this insane workout program, your goals list, and on Monday you execute it perfectly. On Tuesday you follow through. By the time Thursday hits, you're in the same spot realizing that nothing of this means anything to you. So you're in that rinse-repeat trap because you don't know what else to do. But productivity without purpose equals sophisticated emptiness. So you're not even lazy because you're executing harder than most. But the problem is you have zero connection to your authentic self underneath. You have goals that aren't yours. You're optimizing a life without reflecting who you actually are. And maybe you're texting people, I'm good, bro, while you're internally drowning and asking yourself, what's the fucking point to all of this? And this cycle goes on and on and on. Week 1, you think you're going to fix it by working harder. Month 2, you're going to find your passion and you look on YouTube how to do so. You add things to the stack. Then you think maybe therapy will help you. But month 6, you think nothing matters anymore because you wonder that if you're broken. And while you're just feeling lost in silence, you look around and you see these guys who just seem to have direction so effortlessly. And I've lived this lost feeling, as I said earlier, not only for months, but for years. But what broke it for me changed everything. There were many Januaries when I just woke up hollow. Perfect routines, gym, diet, socials. But I was wondering, is this it? Is this actually what I want? One night I was laying there and I adopted this habit of journaling, so I took it out. And it was just completely bothering me. I had tightness in my chest. So I took out my journal, put my phone on silent, and asked myself, what do I actually want? And I sat there in silence for 20 minutes, answering and writing out my answer to this question. And the brutal truth hit, like every goal I had was copied. Social validation that I didn't need, gym for status that I didn't even want. And realizing this caused slight panic inside. Because I'm realizing I'm doing all this effort living towards a life that isn't mine and I don't even want to be mine. So I was wasting all this effort. But panic is what causes people to numb and grab for escapes. And I felt myself longing for my phone. So I realized the first thing that I needed to do to break this cycle is something that's going to sound so simple, but it was breathing through it. Completely changed that for me because it lowers your cortisol. You can just Hack your body by breathing right. And in lowering your cortisol, you can keep a level head and actually attack these thoughts. And in doing so, from that point onwards, I found a 7-step sequence that broke me out of a lost and directionless life. And I'm going to tell you right now what changed the complete paradigm for me. And if you pay attention, we'll do the same for you. Before I get into the 7-step sequence, let me tell you the biggest trap that people fall for when they're looking to self-improve. They're trying to add more. When the real thing that you should do here right now is to do less, which sounds dumb and easy, but it actually isn't, because it goes against your nature. If you feel you need to improve, you feel you need to add something that you weren't doing before, but you're adding to your inauthentic self, which is just still, you're drifting, but it just sounds better and feels better because you're fooling yourself into thinking that you're actually improving when you're really not. You're just adding things to a person that you aren't even in the first place. So strip down, do less, and then build from there. Looking at this list, you can easily see why people are incentivized to tell you to do more, because they can sell you all these things like coaching services, vision board templates, yada, yada, yada. And they can't really sell you anything where you do less, because that's all up to you. This 7-step sequence. Now pay attention to number 3 in the sequence, because it's where 80% of people quit. And you'll know how to survive it if you pay careful attention. Step 1 is the void audit. Phone off, airplane mode, and ask yourself what drains my energy the most. List your top 5, because being lost is basically having energy leaks as well. Some of mine were scrolling, comparison, and fake goals. Lock your coordinates here. Step 2, breathe to keep your clarity. Your body will have a physical response to this truth. It will be anxious. It's a simple step, but it's necessary. 4, 7, 8. 4 seconds of breathing in, 7 seconds of holding it in, 8 seconds of breathing out slowly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This allows you to process the discomfort without looking for escape, because you tone down the panic manually. Step 3, value alignment. List the top 3 things that you value in life. Does 80% of your life reflect these things that you want and value? If not, that's your source for feeling lost. Do you value freedom, connection, impact? Write them down now. Step 4, get perspective from someone else. Connect with your tribe. Ask someone what they see in you that others don't. Keep weekly calls. Keep yourself accountable with someone else, because an external mirror reveals things that you don't see yourself. Everybody has blind spots. Step 5, track for 7 days and ask yourself, what comes easy to me? If you have natural talents or affinities, those are clues for direction. Is it explaining concepts, building systems, reading people? Whatever it is, everybody has something that comes natural to them. And in passing, we devalue these things because we think because we have them so naturally, everybody must have them. Trust me, that isn't true. Everybody's different. I had to realize this myself as well. The moment I started valuing what I had and others didn't, what came natural to me, it gave me instant direction because I knew what I could mold myself to be, and which things lend themselves to the quality that I have innately and naturally. Pay attention, because I promise that you have them, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. I was in your exact position. Step 6, the purge. This is where we completely expand the purge. Delete everything that conflicts with what you value. That's the only way to create space for your true and authentic self to emerge. If it's apps, social circles, goals, delete all of them. I was surrounded with people who would never have allowed me to be the person whom I am because they live a different lifestyle, wanted different things from life. And the people you surround yourself with will shape you as well. That's what nurture is. Your environment as well. If you live in a tidy home, you'll be organized. Vice versa, if you live in an unruly home, it will be unruly up here as well. Design your environment to allow yourself to grow into the person that you want to be and to have the things that you value. It's the only way to stop feeling lost and to allow yourself to keep taking the actions that you want to take once you gain the clarity from all the steps that you have done earlier. Step 7, experiment with 3 actions. Out of all the steps that you've done, you'll gain direction. The only way to lock it in is to take action based on them. Don't stay stuck thinking. Direction should emerge action, not thinking. So do these micro actions. And after a week, ask yourself what felt right and what didn't. Through that reflection, you'll get closer to your goal, closer to who you are, and closer to what you want to be. After doing this, your feeling of feeling lost will slowly start to shift Because of all these micro actions, you're going to get closer to your authentic self, and you'll find your authentic goals, not those fake goals that you self-impose without even finding out what you want from life. So bro, if you're lost in 2026, tonight at 8 p.m., start this audit and get to work. You're closer to finding yourself than you think you are. Take it from someone who was lost for years. In that moment, just me taking these steps and taking these actions got me closer to where I wanted to be and helped me find out who I am. And the beauty was that it happened sooner rather than later. In your position right now, that seems hard to believe, but you got nothing to lose by taking these steps and everything to lose by not taking them. So I need you to start the moment you see this video. Let me know in the comments what your top energy drain is that you found out after doing the Void audit. And also let me know when you're starting. I'll be reading these comments and I'll be responding. See you in the next one.